What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowok back with another review of a series and slash movie, and we're going to be talking about the Secret Invasion's finale, which was today. If you guys haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it first and then come back because, spoiler warning, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of this and pretty much everything that happened in this last 5 episodes, because we just talked about it not too long ago about the first episode for the introductory of the series, and then we watched the last 5, and we're going to talk about everything that happened pretty much in a little bit of a time here. But before we go any farther, make sure you guys are subscribed by hitting that like bar icon down the bottom right, hit the bell icon next to it so I do post videos like this one. You'll get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for the continued love and support you guys show on this channel every single day. I can't thank you guys enough. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and we'll continue to grow together. That being said, we're here to talk about Secret Invasion with Nick Fury, the Skrulls, and more. Now, I can tell you, watching this from the 1st to the 6th, this was one of the top series that I enjoyed, including Loki. I did like What If. I'm not going to compare it to any other ones because the other ones weren't as great, but this, I had the feelings of Captain America Winter Soldier. I love the stealthness, the lure, the who's a Skrull, who's not a Skrull, and by the end of it, and again, I said this before, spoiler warning, so if you guys have not watched it and you don't want to know about it yet, watch it first and then come back. So, you've been warned. Now, going into it, the last finale was fantastic. I wish there was a little bit more fighting, but the end was fantastic. Going throughout the show, you're pretty much finding out who is a Skrull, who's not a Skrull, finding out that the rebel Skrull leader pretty much wants revenge after he was promised from Nick Fury that he would be or have a home found and he would be safe, and apparently to him, Nick Fury did not deliver and wanted to take out humans and become a super Skrull. Now, the way of being able to do so was he was going to find this, aka the Harvest, which was a pretty much that Nick Fury had gone in, or had a team go in after Avengers Endgame or scenario, or the Endgame battle, and went and found DNA of pretty much every person, everything that was there living, superhero, villain, whatever have you. I'm surprised they didn't have Thanos in there, but well, I think they did because there's one arm that was purple, so I'm not quite sure. And when I say arm, just get ready for it. Now, the reason why the leader himself, the Rebel Skrull leader played by Kingsley, was he wanted to become super so that nobody could stop him. And in doing so, he wanted Nick Fury to get this vial because Nick Fury knew exactly where it was. Long story short, they battle. They find out that Talos, or I should say, what's his name? Iron Man's friend, Rhodes, was actually a Skrull the entire time, or actually for quite a long time. We don't know exactly how long, but he was there for quite a long time. Talos unfortunately dies in this one, trying to protect his daughter and help Nick Fury, and ends up getting killed by the Rebel Skrull leader. Skrull leader, not Skrull leader. Unfortunately, Hill dies in this one as well. I was kind of saddened to see her go. She's been in a lot of Marvel movies and shows and so forth like that. This character called Sonya Falsworth, super funny character. I love the woman that plays her, Olivia Colman. Super funny. Loved her her wittiness. Loved her interrogations and sort of like that. She was a must into watching that. But lo and behold, at the end, Rebel Skrull leader, I can't remember his name. Why am I having a hard time? I can't remember his name. Gravik, that's what it is. I kept wanting to say Gravel, but it's Gravik. Now, Gravik pretty much gets his vial, or hands on the vial, but lo and behold, he thought he was inside this device that infuses his DNA with like literally everything that was at Avengers Endgame. Okay, we literally see him get ready to punch Nick Fury, but Nick Fury stops it, and lo and behold, it's actually Gia, which is son of Talos. And I honestly thought it was a cool moment where we see it, and then she changes, and we find out that she has now been created into a Super Skrull like Gravik, and they do an epic showdown. Now we see a whole bunch of different powers. We literally see Abomination, Groot, the Extremis. We see Captain Marvel. I think we see Hulk's hand. We see or Hulk's ability. We see, I think, Thanos, because we see a purple arm. We see Obsidian. We see what's his name? Ibani Ma. I think we see him in there. There's other different characters in there as well. I think we see possibly Scarlet Witch's abilities. There's a ton of abilities that they're using in this battle between Gravik and Gia, and I thought it was fantastic. Now, Thor and Captain Marvel have somebody to look out for now, because this girl, well, I should say that Gravik ended up getting killed by Gia with a big, huge blow through the chest. He's gone, done, over with. She is now the Super Skrull, and she is one of the probably strongest heroes now, because she has pretty much everybody's ability. I saw her use, what's the girl with the antenna? Mantis. I saw her using Drax's arm. Like, the ending was fantastic. I was trying to figure out who's going to be who, if they're going to have, like, or what abilities they're going to pull out next, and I was super excited. Now, the rumor was apparently that Iron Man, aka Tony Stark, was actually a Skrull in Avengers Endgame, and that actually Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man did not die. I can confirm that right now. That is not the case. There was tons of rumors going around that that was going to be the case, where we found out that Iron Man was actually not Iron Man. It was a Skrull that took the place and actually did the snap himself, and Tony was actually in a whole different place, or not there at that time, which I'm kind of glad, because I wanted his heroic death to mean something, which it did, because if a Skrull did it, it didn't really mean as much. Just saying. So I can put that rumor to bed. But overall, out of 10 stars, I would give this a 9. The only reason I would give it a 9 was there was a lot of dialogue. You had to listen and make sure you had to listen to everything to make sure you didn't forget anything. You had to make sure this person was a Skrull, this person was a Skrull. You just had to really pay attention to the dialogue, so you didn't miss anything. The battle scenes were great. I did like the hand-to-hand combat at times between Gravik and Nick Fury and Talos and Gia and stuff like that. It felt like Captain America's Winter Soldier kind of mood, as you will. Again, I would give it a 9 out of 10 or a 4 out of 5 Zowokis, as you will. Comment your guys' thoughts down below if you watched it, and let me know. I don't want to hear anybody in there that, oh, spoiler warning, you didn't tell us. I did tell you, so I don't want to hear any of that in the comments. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys enjoyed Secret Invasion. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10 or 4 to 5? I'd like to see what you guys thought. And don't forget to subscribe, as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So keep it real, keep it safe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.